As we look to FPVLive.tv, look who's with us. Here's Wizwooky.
Wizwooky.
The Quad Talk podcast is with us.
I got my own mic.
Look at that.
I'm moving up pretty quick.
You're awesome, man. So you're moving from behind the podcast into in front of the camera, right?
Yeah, I'm moving from the non-screen to the screen, or from the audio.
You're live now.
To the. I'm live?
Yeah, you're live. So
Before I was dead, now I'm alive.
You are alive. Bring it to life.
I'm really happy I could be here for this world record of having a quad stranded, boosting out signal for the longest period possible. And
we got to find out what batteries these are. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I need to get a new battery sponsor, and I want to know who this is.
That's the thing about this drone zone here at Sebring, the US Sport Aviation Expo, is everyone's learning. So people that are new to drones are learning new stuff. And here's Wizwooky, one of the hosts of the Quad Talk podcast. It's the most downloaded podcast in FPV, and it is like your voice. It's of all things drone racing to tune in. And this guy, he knows everything there is about FPV, every controller, every piece that goes into quad.
He's Trace's better half, right?
Yeah. We're practically married, and I'm the better half, yeah.
And even Wizwooky slides in. He's learning stuff today.
Oh, yeah. I learned how to hold this mic by myself. Now I'm alive, they said. I'm feeling good about this. I'm really feeling good about this.
Got a new career?
New career. So the funny thing that we're noticed that Trace had made the trip. You flew in. We can talk about that in just a moment. Trace said, "No, we need Quad Talk podcast tent. We need the booth. We got to set it up. We got to do it right. I'm going to drive down." And it was 18 hours of driving.
Yeah.
18 hours of driving. And did you see the tent?
No.
No.
I didn't see it.
No, he didn't set up the tent. He just put a banner up on the wall. I brought and used more stuff. I flew here from another country. I brought more banners than Trace has on display.
Oh, my God.
And all he has is the tablecloth.
But you have to admit that tablecloth and that banner is pretty stylish.
You know how much more stylish it would have been if it was in checked luggage and it would have taken them 2 hours to fly down here from Charlotte. You know what I mean?
Instead of an 18-hour drive and a gas guzzler. Okay, I see where you're going with this. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So earlier this week, or last week, a week and a half ago, we were on the Quad Talk podcast. Myself and also Michael was with us as well from the Sebring Drone Zone. And Wizwooky, you had no intentions of coming here 2 weeks ago. No intentions of coming here, and then something miraculous thing happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really cool. We were on the show, and all the people who basically throwing this event were on the show as guests. And towards the end of it, they basically asked Trace Von Quad, "Are you going?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Are you going, Wizwooky?" And I'm like, kind of hem and hawing. And one guy basically was like, "I'll pay for half your ticket." The other dude was like, "I'll pay for half your ticket." They're like, "You're going." And I'm like, "What the heck?" Then right there, Trace was like, "And I got a place for you to spend the night." Like, he has a hotel, And I was like, "What the heck?" And then it just went on from there. And there's even other people who even are fans. I can't recall your names at the moment, but you got some recognition for sure. Even gave us some cash so that I could have some spending money while I'm out here, which is just, let's face it, that's a blessing and a half to have someone come out here and do something like that,
Especially because, the lemonade is awesome, but it's like $19 glass, so that's good.
Ounce, what?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
hey,
of course,
we got some questions here, all right? So, what is that? Look at the window. I don't see the window. Anyway. Oh, behind us. Oh, okay. Doing ha 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 ha. Hey, I got a question for you though, because you guys didn't meet each other in person until this event. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah, and that was kind of the big ploy when they realized, on the show a few weeks ago that him and I haven't met together. That's when they were like, "Oh, we got to get you guys to meet together." And that's when they were like, "I'm paying for half your ticket. I'm paying," and it went from there.
Gotcha. So when you saw each other, what happened, man? Tell me about it.
When I
was it lackluster, or was it like embracing, high five,
lightning bolts and fireworks, and I'm not even homosexual, but It was
bromance, huh?
romance and a half, I'm telling you.
So it was epic, basically. I mean, the duo gets together. That's pretty awesome, though. That's good.
We have a good relationship on the background, and we have fun on the show, and so it was just natural for us to be able to meet in person and be able to kindle that physical to physical relationship versus just over the web. Because I mean, let's face it, you can get fairly close to someone like that, but it doesn't beat at all sitting down face to face, having conversations with someone.
Nothing like that. Hey, why don't you read some of the questions from the viewers online? Is that okay from the top line?
I gotta learn to read real quick.
Yes, you do.
Okay. All right. Brandon Brown. Hey, my name's Brandon. Brandon Brown would like to know, does he like the all-in-one flight controller PDB? I like the theory of it. I haven't used one in person. I have a few that I'm going to put on when some of the gear I'm already running starts to go down. I think it's going to be the future because builds can be a lot simpler, a lot smaller, a lot lighter. And as the durability of the components get better, one little PDB/flight controller, an all-in-one board can really handle it and probably handle everything you need for a long time until you get like a real good hit or something like that. So there you go, Brandon Brown.
Very nice.
So Buffy the Saint asks, where is Wizwooky from?
So first you hand me the mic and tell me to do the questions. And then you grab the mic from me and you tell me the question.
It's kind of weird to ask yourself.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Where is Wiz from? Okay, I'm from Southern California. I live in the Mojave Desert above Los Angeles. It's I'm about an hour and a half driving time, a little bit south and a little bit east. Southeast is what they call it. I was in the Boy Scouts. They call it Southeast.
Southeast, yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of merit badges. Yeah, so that's where I'm from. I was born there, and I lived in the desert for most of my life. Then I moved down to San Diego for a few years, then back up to the desert, and now I'm currently alive in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here, and I'm alive.
Making the trip. Everything's happening.
Yeah.
That's super exciting, making that trip. And that trip was covered by the Gravity Goons, MultiGP, and Urban Drones. Urban Drones, yeah. Alex Edit is with us here as well.
Yeah, and I couldn't thank you guys, all the sponsors, enough for helping me out with that. Again, it's a huge blessing, and I feel I'm just incredibly thankful for that. Thank you so much. But I think we also have some more questions.
We have a couple more questions coming in and a couple important announcements to get to as well. So Jeff Caladrone Fix on Instagram wants to know, who's Wizwookie's favorite pilot so far?
Maddie Stunts is my favorite pilot. The next one is probably Schizo.
This is awesome. Your list, all pilots not here. So, are you trying to be impartial, or are you trying to get lynched?
Well, first off, I'm naming off freestyle pilots.
There's 118 pilots out there,
which are mostly racer pilots,
and they're
I'm
like,
a little
why
more
are
of a freestyle gentleman. Okay, someone just yelled "Tilt Squad" in the background.
Okay, so we got Maddie Stunts. And then the next one, Schizo, of course, Jonathan Davis.
And then probably Michael Jackson. All right, moving along.
Who do you think is going to win? So we've already talked about all the pilots you love that aren't here. Now, of the ones that are here, who do you think is going to win?
Night Fury is going to win.
Night Fluffy or
I'm going to tell
TQ
you guys right now, when you see Sean Taylor in person, okay, he is the buffest, meanest Navy SEAL firefighter you have ever ran across. This guy looks like he just drop-kicked 3 doors to save your kittens that were dying in the fire. I mean, it's intense. He's going to win strictly because he works out.
Could be. Reigning 2-time multi-GP national champion, and, of course, the reigning world champion of the DSA. That is a good pick. So, way to pick the long shot. How long have you been in? This is a weird interview. FPV Academy wants to know how long. This is like the first question that gets asked on the Quad Talk podcast. How long have you been involved in FPV? How'd you get your start? Take us back to the beginning.
Take us back, ladies and gentlemen.
That's your questions. Then Von Quad. Yo, dude. Yo.
So probably about 4 years ago now, I was really hungry for a hobby, and so I was searching the interwebs. and I found a guy named Juz, J-U-Z. He flies for Lumineer and Get FPV. And, you know, he was kind of pioneer of, like, the FPV quad flying, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it before I even knew that he was flying with goggles. I just saw him flying with a GoPro, and I was just like, it's so scenic, it's so beautiful, I got to do that. Later, I figured out that he was like going behind bushes where you couldn't even see the quad line of sight, so he had to and then I saw the goggles, and then it even turned up more notches. Like, I have to now
That's awesome.
do this. So that was about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I've just been building up my skill since then. And
so can you do that, fly in the fifth sense behind trees, just like Juz?
No.
Getting there.
I'm working on it, but I need to do some more animal sacrifices and probably do a different entity, and we'll see how it goes.
I like your style. Ladies and gentlemen, Wizwooky, half of the Quad Talk podcast, is with us. We're going to be hearing lots more from him over the course of this weekend. In fact, we're going to put you and Von Quad in these seats over the course of this event. You guys are going to call races. It's going to be a great time. We're so excited. Our thanks to Urban Drones, MultiGP, and the Gravity Goons for making this happen. Batman and Robin United as Wizwooky and Von Quad hook up here at the Sebring Drone Race at the US Sport Aviation Expo.